Today I'm gonna eat 100 years of prison food. And we're starting in 1850 in the USA with a dish that looks horrible. It's mystery meat. Back then in many prisons, food wasn't meant to be enjoyed, but simply to survive. And in the USA, this reality even had a name, mystery meat. Literal mystery meat. No one knows what's in it. It was often meat leftovers like fat, organs, or sometimes rotten meat, mixed with vegetables and boiled. I feel like it's all the leftovers mixed together. Maybe the oatmeal with a bit of hot water will be better. Oh, it's cold. There's literally zero pleasure. It wasn't good to be in prison in 1850. It's still not better than 1880 because we're gonna test Billy the Kid's meal. Now, the mythical outlaw of the West was sentenced to death in 1880. He was locked up under high surveillance, yet he escaped from prison by killing 2 guards. Now we're gonna taste one of his meals from when he was still in prison. Well, how can I put it? It's probably the least appetizing bacon I've ever seen in my life. It's literally a slice of pork belly cooked in water. I'm guessing this isn't salted. And the beans with a little sauce, I think this should do it. Yeah, that's basic. Oof. After Billy the Kid, we'll test other celebrity meals like Pablo Escobar, Al Capone, 6ix9ine, and we'll even finish with the most expensive meal in the world currently served in Norway. But let's move on. We're going to 1900. The trait clearly doesn't appeal to me. We're gonna taste a flagship prison dish, Nutriloaf. It's a mix of meat, vegetables, and it's supposed to be chicken, and it's still served today. Meaning that if you're going to be punished currently in the USA, there's a very high chance you'll eat this. Nutriloaf is so horrible that some inmates have reportedly vomited at the sight of it, and now it's even banned in 12 US states, deemed inhumane. Also a huge sausage on this tray. You gotta know that this is a snack, meaning you can buy it additionally at the prison. So basically the sausage isn't included. In 1900, inmates had to behave well to have access to snacks. Depending on their attitude, they could receive more or less. I'll taste the soup anyway, it's basically water. A can of corn undrained to sum up the taste for you here.
It's warm though, right?
No, it's cold. Well, in prison you don't always eat hot food. It seems better than in 1850, slightly more appetizing. I'm not gonna tell you it's good, but honestly, you're in prison. You eat this, it goes down okay. It's pretty strong tasting.
At least it has flavor.
Oh yeah. After the USA, we're gonna see what they ate in Russia, more or less around that year. In 1910 Russia, the prison food was not appealing. We have this. It's cement. It's oatmeal, but it's really pasty. I don't think it's seasoned. It's literally oats, water, nothing. Disgusting. And then we have a soup with wings. It's not breaded wings, let me tell you that. At least we have whole meat, right? Yeah, kinda. I think I preferred the American version with the meatloaf because this tastes like nothing, like water, and that's it. This meal is disgusting. It really isn't any good. I expected things to get better and better, but this really isn't.
Oh, we're still in the 20s.
It's not really appetizing. In 1920, we have mac and cheese. Well, mac and cheese. A mush between pasta and scrambled eggs. It's a big classic you see in prison documentaries or in TV series. We saw it in Orange is the New Black. There's maybe a chance this is good? It's not overcooked, but honestly, it's edible. Is it my favorite meal so far? Maybe. But here we have a really weird thing. We have beans, but mostly crumbled. I like to do a little mix. What really bothers me the most with prison meals is really the lack of salt and no pepper. But basically, it's just to feed you. It's not there for your pleasure. On the other hand, there's a prisoner technique to better enjoy your meals, which is to make alcohol and be a bit drunk. That's what we're gonna test by making prison alcohol. Because in 1920, alcohol was banned in detention, yet it continued to circulate in prison despite increased searches and seizures. Now I'm gonna show you how to make alcohol in prison. So we're gonna test a tutorial we saw and we hope that it works. Anyway, the first step, you need to get ingredients from the canteen. First, we'll take oranges, except these are for prison liquor. Then we'll mix oranges with hot water, ketchup, and jam. Now this needs to be hidden so the guards don't find it, otherwise I'm in trouble. And we'll let it ferment for a week so the alcohol forms. I have good news and bad news. The bad news is it stinks. The good news is it smells like alcohol, so the fruits have rotted a bit, but I guess that's the point. We'll filter it. Well, no chunks left. It looks like a smoothie, though. All right, verdict? Orange ketchup, jam, but there is alcohol in there. I'm definitely not finishing this glass. Speaking of alcohol, we're gonna see what Al Capone ate in prison. He's one of the most famous American gangsters, known for running organized crime in Chicago during the Prohibition. Despite his power and wealth, he ended up in Alcatraz prison, convicted not for his violent crimes, but for tax evasion. So this is Al Capone's meal. I see one thing I like here. Twinkies. Quick aside about Twinkies, this is a very well-known snack in prison. They started appearing around the 1930s, and I'm not sure he had the chance to eat them, but anyway, in 1930, you could start finding them in prison. And for that, you had to buy them with money inmates earned by working in prison. Beans, I see meat, actual meat with real pieces. Let's taste it. Finally, something more or less good. Beans were something you found in prison a lot because they're very nutritious, at least it's there, with some small potatoes boiled in water. And what you need to know is that Alcatraz, it was so strict you weren't allowed to talk, even while eating. What was also weird was that even though the prison was quiet, you could hear all the city noises because you were so close to San Francisco, so you'd eat like this.
You suffer in silence.
Well now, in 1940, inmates were supposed to have more nutritious meals with vegetables and even fruits too. I'm clearly lost right now because I don't know what I have here. There's meat in there. Apparently it's bacon bits. They introduced salt in prison too. Seriously, it's just cafeteria food. Not bad, but it's still salty. Yeah, it's pretty okay. The salad though was served without dressing, you know?
Not everything is great either.
This is the arrival of desserts on menus. What do we have here? Yeah, applesauce does the job, but what was really good were the snacks. Still very common, today we see it everywhere. In prisons, in docks, in movies, in The Rock. That's a real reference. If you haven't seen that movie, go and watch it. It's really good. I don't think I've ever tasted one that smells like coconut. It's insane. It's actually a mix between a marshmallow exterior and a brownie filling that's covered in coconut. It is just exceptional.
That's gonna be pretty good,
yeah.
though.
It makes me forget that I ate a really bad meal. Okay, I'll finish my dessert and then we'll head to the next country, El Salvador. Off to the most overcrowded prison in the entire world. With hundreds of inmates crammed into a single cell, food becomes a luxury. Small portions of rice, beans, or pasta, often rationed, and no possibility to buy snacks or complete your meal.
Change of continent.
You see, I thought I was starting to get some experience with prison food. I told myself I'd spent a few decades in prison, but this?
But still in the 50s.
Yeah, but this is unprecedented, especially since there were so many people in prison. Even just having a fork was a rare commodity there. Seriously, man.
Try to guess about what you've got.
Banana? Some kind of cheese or tofu? Rice? Beans? And this must be some kind of, mini corn tortillas? That's weird. The seasoning seemed sweet and salty, not great. Ugh, a banana like that, I'd never taste it. It doesn't taste like a banana at all.
They're plantains, but true, they're...
Actually, they're cooked. I don't know if it's boiled or steamed, but it tastes undercooked like a potato. Halloumi, this is normally cheese. Well grilled, it's very good.
Yeah, that doesn't look grilled at all.
It's true that these are the meals. They're served at the cafeteria, but in prison they cook. I want to cook. We're gonna make chocolate cake. First step, we'll melt the chocolate. I'm using an old pot for that. So chocolate and butter in a double boiler. While the chocolate is melting, I'll whip the egg whites here. No mixer in prison, but you have time. So we'll take the sugar with the egg yolks here, and we'll cream them. We'll mix it up. Last step before baking, the egg whites. Oh, wow.
Those egg whites aren't very stiff.
Fold in the whites. For the oven, take a baking sheet, place a pan on it first, and then we'll butter the pan. Oh man, with this batter, I could make some crazy stuff in prison. We'll put a second pan on top, and we'll put a portable burner on top of that.
Wait, so like the burner on it?
Yeah. All right, into the oven, 180 degrees for 10 minutes. But man, I need to cook something real. Better than prison cake, you could get a free dessert for life thanks to HelloFresh, who's joining me on this video. Also, there's €1,000 to be won for one of you, and I'll explain that right after. starting to smell something weird in here, so I ordered one of my favorite meals from them, a little chicken wrap with vegetables, and you receive a box with fresh, portioned ingredients, and you just have to cook. It's so much simpler than cooking a prison meal, and dinner is served. It's crazy how well you can cook in prison thanks to HelloFresh.
So it's good that they deliver since you said you were
From
in a
good
prison
news to
cell.
good news, I'm finally gonna eat well in this video. The wrap is approved. By the way, if you want to cook easily at home, order with the code FASTGOODCUISINE. You'll get the meal for less than €3 per person for the first box, and on top of that, a free dessert for life. And among all orders, we'll give away, thanks to a draw, €1,000 in gift cards to one person. So order, give it a try, and I have to test the chocolate cake now. It's honestly incredible. A free dessert for you? Cheers! We cook, but what about the cake?
Isn't progressing much.
It doesn't smell good. I don't know what's gonna come out of this pan, but maybe I didn't watch the baking close enough. I didn't master this oven.
Baked frisbee.
Disgusting. An olive? This was the last meal of Victor Harry Feger. He would be the last person executed in Iowa. Convicted of kidnapping and murder, he chose to eat an olive with its pit. He explained that he wanted the pit to grow an olive tree on his grave as a symbol of peace. And guess what? After his execution, they found the pit in his suit pocket. Anyway, I'll taste it, thinking that tomorrow I'll be hanged. Well, honestly, an olive's pretty solid. Not so good.
The Three Little Pigs.
Now, if we have 3 Jack Daniels miniatures here, it's because of Gary Gilmore, who asked for them for his execution. He's an American criminal executed in 1977. He shocked America by refusing all appeals and demanding his own execution. He was eventually granted an execution by firing squad. This, you can tell, is a bit of a 70s meal right here. It looks something like we might eat now, pasta with tomato sauce. I don't want to say the pasta's good, but really it's not great. And after that, these cost me a fortune at the prison commissary.
You must have done things to get these candies.
I won't tell you what I did. I ate oxygen in my cell.
Maybe try to escape next.
Yeah. I won't drink all 3 because otherwise you'll not see me in the next good meal. And for the next meal, we're staying in the 1970s. Hey, 1970. A meal that brings a smile. See a sandwich that looks nice? Some chips? Those are never bad. This, though, is very strange. And this meal is probably what was eaten by Charles Manson, a peculiar American criminal guru. He manipulated his followers to commit atrocious murders. He was incarcerated in 1971 and sentenced to life in prison in the USA. Behind bars, he became a symbol of evil with a fascinating popularity. We'll see what he ate. First, I think the sandwich could be insane. The sandwich is disgusting. Every time there are sandwiches in prison, the bread is totally dry. Anyway, we have peanut butter and jelly.
You usually like that.
Yeah, but the prison version it's stale. Apparently it's the prison sandwich because it's really basic sandwich bread that even today is widely eaten in prison. But it's not the worst.
The dessert.
It's that texture. When a dessert makes that noise, it's a cinder block, that thing.
Not bad.
Yeah, a compact pudding lacking sugar, but honestly, it's edible. It's pretty good. The next meal is in the 80s.
We'll travel a bit.
Yeah.
A country not really known for having lenient rules, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Singapore.
In Singapore in the 80s, inmates lived in simple cells under strict supervision. Food was very basic. Rice, vegetables, a little fish or meat, and often served cold. Oh, wow. The smell. The fish, though. Oh, damn. I messed up my pineapple. If that happens in real life, I get real angry. Oh, damn. My breath's gonna smell bad after that. Honestly, it's the worst thing I've eaten. Surprise at the end of the pineapple. Singapore, I want to say 1 point for the dessert, -5 for the lard. Really not great. Oh, wow.
Sound familiar?
Now we're talking. Wait, does this prison meal really exist? There's actually a burger in the US prisons? The burger isn't a cultural symbol here, but more of a logistical solution. The large volume production of ground meat is cheaper and simpler to produce. The burger became a standard for economic and practical reasons, much more than for the taste. But one thing still worries me.
Yeah, the burger is, well, it's kind of sad looking.
Wait, but is that even meat?
No, it's a mix. You want to know what's in it? The list
Yeah.
is long. Beef, sweet
Okay.
tomato sauce, onions, cinnamon, boiled vegetables in it too. That's core.
Oh, it stinks! Oh, it's a smell I know and I hate.
It's
Yeah,
called
a fruit
sloppy
salad.
Joe.
I think fruit salad honestly is okay. Yeah, I still don't want to go to prison when I see this, but it's okay. It's better than Singapore. Remember that. Now we're gonna make a good old classic, the burrito. And you'll see a slightly special recipe here. I have chips, first step. Crush the chips. Next, add noodles. Cooked noodles, nice and hot. Mix it up. Use a bandana. Wrap it tight. And then, little tip, under the bed.
In the blanket.
After 5 minutes, let's discover our burrito. Oh wow, what a beauty this story is.
No way, man.
Yeah, it's a prison burrito. The main thing is the taste.
Don't eat the bag.
Yeah, it's not bad. Now we're gonna test the food of 3 celebrity prisoners. And we start with Mike Tyson, world boxing champion. He was sentenced in 1992 to 6 years in prison. He only did 3. And since he said everything served in the cafeteria stank, he only ate canned stuff or things bought in prison. That's why we have canned tuna and crackers. Honestly, it doesn't look too bad. I've definitely seen worse. It's a little dry, but hey, they're really the Ritz crackers snacks we know. Tuna with no seasoning? Oh, that's disgusting. He ate this for 3 years? You're not surprised that after all that in prison, he came out and scored the fast KO. You eat this for 3 years, you're bound to be angry. I wonder what Pablo Escobar ate. In 1991, he was convicted and he negotiated to have his own prison, the Cathedral, a place he had custom built himself with a panoramic view, a soccer field, bar, nightclub, and a fully equipped kitchen. There he ate whatever he wanted. What did he eat though? Stuffed turkey, salmon. Oh yeah, 2 kinds of salmon in fact. If you ever get tired of regular salmon, you have smoked instead. You know what? I'm gonna cut this like a pig. I'm gonna cut myself a nice big piece from right in the middle. A bit of sauce, a bit of salmon.
Is it good?
Everything is really good. Honestly, the turkey, excellent. The salmon, excellent. Caviar, of course. Life is good at Pablo Escobar's place. And now we're gonna taste a prison breakfast, and not just any. It's Jeffrey Dahmer's. Sadly known for his atrocious crimes, he was sentenced to life in prison in 1992 after killing 17 people. On November 28, 1998, he was murdered by another inmate in prison right after having breakfast. Are things missing, or...?
It's breakfast.
So this is Jeffrey Dahmer's last breakfast. We'll taste his breakfast. We recognize the oatmeal here. What's weird is that it's neither watery or thick enough. I don't know what it is here. Is it vanilla?
Porridge, apparently.
There are some weird little strings in there. Oh, that's plasterboard. Okay, now off to Japan, where we're gonna test a meal from the 2000s. Japanese prison food is renowned for its quality and presentation. Far from the cliches of bland prison food, Japanese prisons are extremely strict, totally disciplined, with spotlessly cleaned cells and constant supervision. Honestly, for real, the salmon looks awesome here. Maybe I'm exaggerating, but for a prison meal, considering everything I've seen, I think the salmon looks really good. We have rice, noodles. This food looks good. We'll taste a little bit of this salmon. It does look really well cooked though. As usual, I won't repeat myself. No salt, no pepper here. Even though the noodles are bland, they make the meal edible, but I'm still disappointed. It's not great. Really, it's not. I was expecting a little noodles with a bit of seasoning, but no, this is bland. Now we're gonna test the biggest meal ordered by a death row inmate, and his name was Peter Menil, a young 23-year-old American. He committed a brutal murder in Houston in 1986. His victim was stabbed 39 times during a robbery that went wrong. Arrested 2 weeks later, Menil was found guilty and sentenced to death. In 2004, he was executed by lethal injection, and for his last meal, he asked for 4 liters of soda, spicy pizza, tenders, spaghetti, 2 cheeseburgers, 20 beef tacos, enchiladas with jalapenos, 2 slices of cake, and some Ben & Jerry's. So basically the guy said to himself, I'm gonna have a maxi cheat meal before tomorrow, and the jalapeno pizza, that's such a good choice. I don't have any cutlery though. I think he must have eaten it like this. Oh yeah, can you imagine? You've spent years in prison eating bland stuff, disgusting things, and then you devour a jalapeno pizza? Why not a little taco too? Actually, the guy ordered everything. He even ordered tenders. We're gonna be eating well, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he ordered Popeye's chicken tenders. I'm not gonna eat it all.
Careful.
Oh. Now we're gonna eat one of the meals. Well, they're more like snacks that 6ix9ine ate in prison. He was a rapper, I won't say iconic, but known rapper in America. He was facing dozens of years in prison for drug trafficking, racketeering, and attempted murder with his former gang. He snitched on his friends, so he got much less time. Plus, he got out of prison, so snacks, Reese's. Plus, I can totally see him eating these in prison. Oh, wow. A little sugar? Chocolate filled with peanut butter. We have the famous carton of milk, and we have cookies and cream. I love that.
Kind of coated Oreo, right?
It's kind of insane. Oh, it's disgusting. Really low quality. I'm telling you, it's not great, and I'm disappointed. The next meal I'm gonna eat is Nicolas Sarkozy's meal. In 2025, he became the first French president to be sentenced to a prison term for criminal conspiracy and active corruption. He must serve a 5-year sentence, but will be released after 20 days. Mr. President, dinner is served. It's very, very diet. Nicolas Sarkozy's meal here.
I'd say minimalist.
Yeah, we have a plain yogurt and a can of... Wait, no. Is that tuna in sunflower oil that he ate? He must have been eating at least olive oil. There's a lot of debate around this meal. Was this really what he ate?
There was no tuna taste at all.
I think it's high time I move to the best prison meal in the world. It almost makes you want to go to prison, huh? The best prison in the world is located in Norway. The prison is called Halden, and it's renowned for being one of the best prisons in the world because there, they take care of prisoners because they want to rehabilitate them. They cook themselves. They even have a waffle-making workshop. Anyway, the food looks incredible. I see lasagna, waffles, a chocolate mousse/pudding thing. Oh, wow. They have a little garlic bread roll.
The garlic bread is gourmet.
We're still in prison, so it's a bit dry, but not bad. We'll taste this lasagna here. There's even a bit of basil on top. Oh, wow. Best meal so far. We'll taste these waffles. Looks good. The waffles are very, very good. And this, what is this? It's a pudding? You ate this? You ate after? You're doing good. Honestly, the meal was very good, but don't forget there's better with my promo code FASTGoodCuisine. If you order HelloFresh, you get your meal for less than €3 per person for your first box. But you could also win €1,000, so good luck, and if you want to see another video, click right here.